It hits you in the dead of night, a sudden, vicious tightening in your calf, a leg cramp so intense it jolts you straight out of your sleep. You're left gripping your leg in the dark, helpless, waiting for the seizing pain to finally let go. If this has ever happened to you, you need to know something crucial. You are not alone in this fight, but you have been misled about the solution. For decades, we've been told the answer is simple. Eat a banana, drink more water. But for millions, that simple advice has failed. The cramps keep coming back. So what's the real, untold story? The shocking truth is, those agonizing nighttime spasms are a distress signal. Your body is fighting a silent, invisible war, a brutal battle over minerals and nerves happening deep inside you. And the medicine cabinet? It's the wrong battlefield. The real weapons to win this war have been in your kitchen all along. Tonight, you're going to discover the powerful, common foods that act as nature's most potent cramp stoppers and why the story you've been told about them is only a fraction of the truth.
So let's start by dismantling the biggest myth in the cramp fighting world. You've been told your whole life that when a cramp strikes, you need potassium, and for that, you need a banana. And yes, bananas are good. They're a solid source of potassium, a mineral that acts like the body's electrical grid regulator, making sure your muscles contract smoothly instead of short-circuiting into a painful spasm. But here's the secret the mainstream doesn't talk about. The banana is not the champion. It's merely the contender. The real undisputed heavyweight in this category is the avocado. Think about that. This creamy, versatile fruit doesn't just match a banana's potassium, it surpasses it. But it doesn't stop there. While a banana is primarily a one-trick pony for potassium, the avocado brings a friend to the fight: magnesium. This is the dynamic duo your muscles have been begging for. Potassium tells the muscle to contract, and magnesium, the natural relaxant, tells it to let go. When you're low on either, that crucial let go signal gets lost, and the muscle just keeps seizing up. And then the avocado delivers its final masterstroke advantage: healthy monounsaturated fats. These fats aren't just for heart health. They're powerful natural anti-inflammatories. They work to cool down the hidden low-grade inflammation in your muscles and joints that make you more prone to stiffness and cramping in the first place. So while you were focusing on the banana, the avocado was sitting there, a triple threat solution offering more potassium, essential magnesium, and inflammation-fighting fats all in one. It's not just a better choice. It's a complete strategic upgrade in your war against cramps. But what if the problem isn't just a lack of potassium? What if there is a single mineral, more powerful than any other, that acts as the master key to unlocking your cramped muscles? The story is about to take a shocking turn.
So, if potassium is the trigger, then magnesium is the safety catch. It's the master mineral of muscle relaxation, the one that directly tells your overexcited nervous system to stand down. Without it, your nerves are like live wires, sparking randomly and forcing your muscles into those painful, involuntary contractions we know as cramps. And here's the alarming part. Magnesium deficiency is shockingly common, especially as we get older. Medications, changes in digestion, and our modern diets silently drain this crucial mineral from our bodies, leaving our muscles tense and our nerves on a hair trigger. But the solution isn't necessarily a supplement bottle. It's hidden in a place most people would never suspect. Imagine one of the most concentrated sources of magnesium on the planet, a tiny, portable powerhouse you can keep in your pantry. We're talking about the humble pumpkin seed. Never underestimate these based on their size. A single ounce of these seeds can deliver a massive portion of your daily magnesium needs, acting as a direct, natural tranquilizer for your twitchy nerves. But the plot thickens. Pumpkin seeds contain a sleep-inducing compound called tryptophan. Your body uses it to produce serotonin and melatonin. So, by eating a small handful before bed, you're not just dosing your muscles with a relaxant, you're actively programming your body for deeper, more restorative sleep. This is a dual-action strategy that tackles the cramp and the sleepless night it causes simultaneously. However, there's a second, often overlooked piece to this puzzle. You can be consuming all the magnesium and potassium in the world, but it's useless if your circulation is too sluggish to deliver it to your muscles. This is the silent bottleneck that keeps many seniors trapped in a cycle of pain.
Now we get to the hidden agitator, the silent arsonist that's fueling the flames of your muscle pain. It's not a mineral deficiency. It's not dehydration. It's something far more insidious that works in the background, tightening your muscles and irritating your nerves 24/7. We're talking about chronic systemic inflammation. This is the same low-grade fire that causes joint stiffness, arthritis, and that general achiness you might blame on just getting older. But here's the critical connection most people miss. This inflammation doesn't just stay in your joints. It seeps into your muscle tissue, making the fibers hypersensitive and dramatically more prone to violent, painful cramping. It's like pouring gasoline on the electrical short circuits we talked about earlier. But what if you could douse those flames with a powerful natural remedy? The answer doesn't come from a pharmacy. It comes from the cold, deep waters of the ocean. We're talking about fatty fish like salmon, and even more potently, the unassuming sardine. These fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are among the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds on Earth. They work by directly suppressing the body's inflammatory response, cooling down the heat in your muscles and joints. For anyone dealing with cramps alongside arthritis or general soreness, this is a game-changing strategy. But the real shocker, the detail that leaves most people stunned, is about the sardine. When you eat these small fish, you consume their soft, edible bones, and those bones are a literal goldmine of calcium and vitamin D. This is the ultimate duo for muscle contraction. Calcium tells the muscle to contract, and vitamin D ensures that calcium is properly absorbed and used. A deficiency in this pair doesn't just weaken bones, it wreaks havoc on muscle control, leading directly to spasms and cramps. Sardines deliver a crushing blow to inflammation, calcium deficiency, and vitamin D lack, all in a few powerful bites. This changes the entire landscape. We're no longer just treating a cramp. We're systematically dismantling the inflammatory environment that allows cramps to thrive in the first place. But the battle isn't over yet, because there's one more critical system that, if it fails, can make all these other strategies fall apart. What happens when the very wires that carry the signals from your brain to your muscles begin to fray?
Up to this point, we've been talking about muscles and minerals, but we've been missing the command center. Imagine this. Your brain sends a perfect, clear signal to your leg to move, but somewhere along the way, that signal gets corrupted. It becomes staticky, distorted. The message that was supposed to be a smooth, coordinated movement instead arrives as a chaotic, jumbled command for the muscle to lock up. This, right here, is the nerve problem. And the single biggest culprit for this communication breakdown, especially as we age, is a shocking deficiency in vitamin B12. This isn't a mineral. It's a vital nutrient that acts as the insulation around your nerves, the protective sheath that keeps the electrical signals clean and precise. As we get older, our bodies simply become less efficient at absorbing B12 from our food. The result? Those nerves become exposed, frayed, and prone to misfiring, causing not just cramps, but also tingling, pins and needles, and that restless, jittery feeling in your legs at night. So where do you find this essential nerve protector? One of the most effective and easily accessible sources is a food you probably already have in your kitchen, the egg. Specifically, the yolk. It's a natural, gentle source of B12, delivering the exact nutrient your nervous system needs to repair its wiring and ensure the messages to your muscles are clear and cramp-free. It's direct maintenance for the communication network that controls everything. But there's one final, devastatingly simple trap that could undo all of this progress. It's a problem that's incredibly common and massively underestimated. We're talking about electrolyte dehydration. And this isn't just about not drinking enough water. This is about a critical drain of the very minerals we've been discussing, often accelerated by medications that millions of seniors take every day. The common advice is to grab a sports drink. But that's a dangerous mistake. Those brightly colored bottles are often loaded with shocking amounts of sugar, artificial dyes, and excessive sodium, making them a terrible choice for long-term health. The real solution is far more elegant. It's coconut water. Think of it as nature's own intravenous drip. It's a perfectly balanced natural fluid containing potassium, magnesium, and sodium in a form your body can absorb instantly. It rehydrates you at a cellular level, replenishing the very electrolytes that are being stripped away, ensuring your muscle cells are perfectly hydrated and far less likely to suddenly seize up. It's the ultimate hydration hack that directly supports everything else you're doing. Now you have the complete picture. You're fighting the mineral deficiency, calming the inflammation, protecting the nerves, and mastering hydration. But how does this all come together in a practical, day-to-day plan? How do you turn this knowledge into a life free from those brutal nighttime attacks? The final piece of the puzzle, the simple blueprint for a cramp-free life, is next.
So, let's put all the pieces together. You're no longer fighting in the dark. You now have the full arsenal. You have the potassium and healthy fats from avocados, the muscle-relaxing magnesium from pumpkin seeds and spinach, the circulation boost from spinach's nitrates, the inflammation cooling power of salmon and sardines, the nerve-protecting B12 from eggs, and the perfect hydration of coconut water. This isn't just a list of foods anymore. This is a strategic blueprint. Imagine what a single day could look like now. A breakfast of scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado, a mid-morning smoothie with Greek yogurt, a handful of pumpkin seeds, and a splash of coconut water. A lunch of a vibrant salad topped with sardines. A dinner featuring baked salmon and a sweet potato. Every single meal, every snack, is a conscious, powerful step towards silencing those cramps for good. You are not just eating, you are actively engineering a state of muscle harmony and nerve peace. This is the ultimate revelation. Those painful nighttime leg cramps were never a life sentence. They were never just an inevitable curse of getting older. They were a signal, a desperate message from your body crying out for the specific, powerful nutrients it was missing. For years, you may have felt frustrated and helpless, trying simple solutions that only scratch the surface. But now you know the truth. The real power to reclaim your restful, pain-free nights has been in your kitchen all along. You've moved from frustration to empowerment, from being a victim of the pain to becoming the architect of your own relief. This is your new beginning. Your kitchen is now your first line of defense. Your grocery list is your prescription. So, we have to ask you, now that you hold this knowledge, which one of these powerful foods are you most excited to try first? Do you have a personal cramp-fighting secret of your own that you've discovered? Share your story and your thoughts in the comments below. Let's build this knowledge together.